Look at this. Look at the craftsmanship. We've got proper, bone-jarring, no-nonsense cantilever brakes and a shifter setup that actually takes skill to use. This isn't disposable plastic. This is an artifact of the golden age of mountain biking, shrunken down to its purest, most essential form. This is HardRock DNA. This machine has seen abuse. It needs therapy. It may need the hammer of persuasion, and honestly, it needs an owner who understands real cycling. What you're looking at is the purest, most unadulterated retro-grouch bike on the planet. Forget your carbon, forget your dropper post. This is a full-blown, attitude-soaked 20-inch specialized mega kids bike. And we're going to restore the coolest kids bike on the planet. We'll start by disconnecting the rear cantilever brakes so we can remove the rear wheel. Next, I'll loosen the axle nuts and remove the rear derailleur guard. It's bent, pressing in on the derailleur, preventing it from shifting into the smallest cog. With that sorted, I can finally slide the rear wheel out of the dropouts. Still at the rear of the bike, we can now remove the rear Suntour XC derailleur. This is the same one they put on the grown-up bikes. Moving a little higher on the frame now, we can tackle the rear cantilever brakes. I'll start by snipping the rear brake cable. Next, I'll remove the right brake arm. I can tell this bike has been out in the rain. These bolts are a bit stubborn to remove and they feel dry due to lack of grease. It's the same story for the left brake arm, but in the end, they're both removed. Let's tidy up some of these loose cables and we'll move to the front of the bike where we can start to work on the front brakes. First things first, let's disconnect the front brakes. Wait, something's not right here. Ah, I see the problem. It's a quick fix with my flat blade screwdriver. With a little bit of effort, I can pry these apart and now I can disconnect the brake arms. With disaster diverted, we can start to work on the brake arms. I'll start by removing the first bolt and sliding the brake arm off the brake boss. Stupid me, I forgot to cut the brake cable, so I bring in the cable cutters and free the brake arm. Now we repeat the process on the other brake arm. Now it's time to free the handlebars and stem. I'll start by unscrewing the bolt that compresses a wedge that holds things in place. Next, I'll bring in the hammer persuasion and give that bolt a solid whack in hopes that it frees the wedge, holding everything in place. Success! The stem and handlebars are out, exposing the threaded headset. To remove the threaded headset, I'll use my adjustable wrench and loosen the lock nut and unscrew it by hand. With that out of the way, I can remove any spacers I may find, followed by unscrewing the top bearing race. Be sure to hang on to the fork, as the top bearing race is the last piece of the puzzle holding them in place. With the top race unscrewed, the fork is liberated from the head tube. It's now time to remove the headset bearings. There's a set on the bottom and a set on top. It's now time to remove the one-piece crankset and remove the bottom bracket for a good cleaning and service. I'll start by removing the left pedal from the crank arm. Now, before I can gain access to the bottom bracket, I'll remove this kickstand. It'll get in the way as I attempt to remove the lock nut. With that out of the way, I'll first remove the lock nut. This has reverse threading and is righty-loosey, lefty-tighty. Once it's unscrewed, we can remove it past the crank arm. Next, I'll remove the keyed washer. Lastly, I'll unscrew the bearing cup. This thing is really threaded on there and will take several turns to unscrew it. With the bearing cup out of the way, I can remove the cage bearings from the non-drive side and slide the one-piece crank arm out the drive side along with those bearings. This tiny but mighty bike is now stripped down to its frame and ready for a good cleaning. If you made it this far, you're a true champion. If you enjoyed this video, show that thumbs up button some love and subscribe for part 2 where we clean and reassemble this baby retro-grouch machine.